So shall a man leave his mother and his father, and shall cleave to his wife, and both of them shall become one. Whosoever that findeth a wife findeth a good, and obtain favor from the Lord. For it is said that that man shall not be when you chọtara nwaanyị chọtara ezi ife nke na-anata amara nna Chineke. Ọnụnụ di na nwunye amaka, ọnụnụ di na nwunye amaka, ọnụnụ di na nwunye amaka, ọnụnụ di na nwunye. Ọnụnụ di na nwunye amaka, ọnụnụ di na nwunye amaka, ọnụnụ di na nwunye amaka. Onye chọtara nwunye chọtara ezife, ọ ga-anata mara pụrụ iche n'aka. Ịzụta ngozi nwanne ma gịnị bụ ngozi? Onye lụta ajọ mmadụ ịma ya laba. Alice, 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 biko bụrụ ngozi Chukwu ka ị n'ime. Ọlụlụ di na nwunye amaka, ọlụlụ di na nwunye amaka. Ijuba mee nwanne m ọdịdị bụ nwa m. Ngozi Chukwu na-enyere nwa maka n'ụwa. Ọ mara mma, ọ mara mma n'elu ụwa n'eze. Onye na-enwe ego ọkụkụ ma n'ikpe kọrọ ya n'ụwa. Ife kọrọ ya n'eze ya. Ife kọrọ ya n'eze ya. Ọ mara mma n'ụwa. Ọ mara mma, ọ mara mma nwanne. Onye nyaka ọkụkụ, onye nyaka si n'eluigwe bịa ka nwunye. Amara Chukwu ebuwe ibu n'ezie nụ, mgbe nwoke chọtara nwaanyị n'ezie. Aga m ekele Chukwu dị mmasị o mere m, bọọlụ nwoke ọzọ chọrọ m ọkpụkpụ. Onyinye aka ka m chọtara n'aka Chukwu nna, onye nwe m nke m. Ị ma na o meworo m ihe dị mma n'obi n'ezi n'ezi. Honey mo, mami me, honey mo, mami me, Alice mama, onyinye Chineke Chukwu bịa. Onyinye Chineke.
Can you hear the music? No, can you hear the music?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Ebuka, I can't hear you. I can't see you. Where are you? I want us to be live. Okay. Emmanuel Ebuka, I want to see you live and direct. Good evening, everybody, brothers and sisters all over the world watching and have joined me in this wonderful program. It's very quite unfortunate that we have not started broadcasting from the Facebook yet. We still have some couple of days to go, and we'll be back to Facebook. But for now, we'll be making do with the device we can have access to, that is the YouTube. If you are still interested in joining the program live to discuss with me on the very important, all important topic about wedding, traditional white and court wedding, which one is more important? We want to discuss about it today. I'm happy that I'm already having a special guest already. He will be introducing himself by himself. Whosoever that comes in, you are coming. I'm going to be bringing you. Your device is not connected. Car for glory. If your device get connected, definitely I'm going to be having you. Please, those of you who have joined, do me a favor, share the video through all the contacts in your WhatsApp. Let them join us to watch what we're going to be discussing. It's very interesting. We're not going to take much time. It's a very short time. We'll do it and leave. Emmanuel Ebuka, I'm about to bring it to the screen immediately. Emmanuel, you're welcome. Hello, Emmanuel Ebuka, how are you? Can you hear me, Emmanuel? You muted yourself. Check if you have muted yourself. Hour or receiving power. Are you there? The hour of receiving power. Are you there? Can you guys hear me? I'm waiting to hear your feedback from you. Reverend, are you there?
Yeah.
Those who still want to join, the link is there. The link is there in the comment section. Just watch the comment section. You can from the link and join from the comment section and join. Oka for glory. I don't know. Your device is a problem. They're showing me that your device is having issues. I can't hear you guys that have already joined me. I can't hear you. Emmanuel, can I hear you? Say hello. Hello, Emmanuel. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. What's wrong with your device? You're having problem with your audio, Emmanuel.
Oh.
Can you do something about it, please?
Yeah.
You got to do something about your audio, Emmanuel. Do something about your audio. Hello, Emmanuel. Can you hear me? I want to hear your voice, Emmanuel, before we continue.
Okay.
It's fluctuating. Work on your audio, Emmanuel. Let me hear you, sir. Hour or receiving. Can I hear you? Let me hear you, sir. Let me hear you, sir. Your voice is not clear.
Okay.
Emmanuel, are you better now?
Sorry.
Your voices are not very clear at all. What is happening? Your voices are not clear.
Oh, it's network.
Okay, I can hear you now. It's network is what I heard now. Talk now, let me hear you. Okay, we need to go ahead. Emmanuel, can I hear you now?
Okay.
Are you hearing yourself? Are you hearing yourself? You are not coming live. Derev, can I hear you? Say something. Okay, we need to move on. We have already spent 10 minutes without doing anything much. Let's move on. We commit our discussion to God and God lead us through in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. At this time, at this juncture, we need to move on. Okay. So that topic has it there. You have seen it. I'm not comfortable. I've not really heard if traditional white and court wedding, which one is more important? Are all of them important? What is your view? So let me share this link on Facebook. Those who want to watch it from Facebook can also be watching it. You guys are having serious problem with network. Emma, can I talk now? Let me see if I can hear you. Emma, talk. What's the problem? I can't hear you. You're not, I can't hear you at all. I can't hear you at all. Let me remove you. Work on your audio. So this all important program today, we are going to be discussing, as you can see the topic there. It's a very short time to discuss about it because we don't have much. The truth has to be told. We need to tell our brothers, sisters, friends where we share the truth. And that truth is the only thing that can set anybody free. So today, simply pleased to have some notable guests, but unfortunately, network has not been friendly to us. So I want to encourage you to please do us a favor, share the video in your different group, WhatsApp group. Let them join us to discuss this all important topic. It's very, very important to have. I don't know. Can we have, let's try this time around if it's going to work better now.
Hear me?
Hello, Ebuka, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I think it's better now. Can you hear
me? Beautiful. I can hear you. Very baritone voice there. and intimidating. Don't intimidate us here, I beg you.
No, that's just a cracked voice.
Okay. So now, by the grace of God, we are moving on without any much ado. As other people comes, I will bring them in to tell us. We have a discussion. You know, marriage has been a long-time traditional institute. I, as a Christian, will be talking from a Christian background. At the same time, I'm also a tradition. I'm a man that came from a tradition that has a background. So I'll be representing both background effectively and efficiently. So it is very, very imperative that we have to this knowledge that many people are getting more confused. Getting more confused about the issue of marriage, wedding, white wedding, the one that is more important. So today I decided to bring it up so that we can educate our brothers and sisters to the best of knowledge. And if you have anything to back your claim up, this is the opportunity to do that. So now at this juncture, unfortunately, it's only me with Emmanuel Ebuka. Emmanuel, because who are you? Introduce yourself and where you are joining us from.
Okay, my name is Emmanuel Ebuka. As it's showing there, my Facebook name is Emmanuel Fada from Imo State. Though currently I'm not in the country. I'm in Indonesia.
Okay. Let me pick up from a very great man as I'm still here. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. I can hear you, sir. Yes, sir, I can hear you. Yes, sir. I got you. I know. Jack. Go ahead, sir. I'm hearing you. Oh, okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. That call came from Femi Fanikayode, who was supposed to be on live with me this time. So he just called in to please apologize. So he's going to call me back to explain detail what happened. He just calling me to apologize why he's not here with me on this program. Yeah, he just calling to apologize. Okay. So now let's move on, my brother. Sorry for that interruption. I just have to pick it because he's supposed to have the show with me today, and this is the pro. I have changed the. I have to go back to this one, so that's why I have to pick the call. So as we wait for people to join, my sister Oka for Glory. I don't know. Just use the link. I think I thought I gave her the link. It's Libra. It's not limited to anybody. It's everybody can have it. So please just do a favor. Share the video on your wall, on your WhatsApp group, or your Facebook group. Let people join us. Let's go ahead with the program immediately without wasting most of our time. Okay. So I just made an introduction. Marriage is a long time an institution instituted by God as far as the scriptures is concerned. Believe it, you don't believe it. And that institution followed every other person. Every other person has always been every other religion, every other person has always have their own tradition, how it started. So now, unfortunately, we have a. Okay, thank you, my dear sister. God bless you, God for Glory. God bless you. Bless you. So, unfortunately, a lot of people, there's a lot of misconception about the issue of marriage. People got it misunderstood. People said that it's this and that and that. So we want to look at it. Marriage, number one, all of you know the introduction. It's a simple contract between man and woman. That is the original thing we know. Unfortunately, it has been bastardized, and we're hearing another thing. A man cannot marry a man. A woman can marry a woman. That is the situation we find ourselves from the Western world. And unfortunately, this thing is now driving down into our own family. Some of you are angry that we shouldn't be borrowing foreign culture, foreign religion, foreign. We should avoid them. But unfortunately, some of you are still accepting the foreign stupidity of a man marrying a man. I'm sorry for you that word, but that's the way I see it. Because God created man from the beginning, it was never so. A man should go for a woman should go for a man. But now man going to man, woman to woman, that is crazy as far as I'm concerned. And that is me. Let's not take much time. Emmanuel, you are here with me. What is your take on this topic we are putting on today? Do you think we should go for tradition and stop at tradition, or we should forget about tradition, go to white? Because now some people, when they want to say we're only going for white wedding, forget about that your traditional wedding. I don't want to. So we tell you, let's go for court wedding. Forget about this stupid wedding. So we tell you, let me only stop at so this. What is your take on this topic? Go ahead. We have a few more time as I'm waiting for that to join us.
Okay, as far as I'm concerned, I strongly believe in traditional wedding. Strongly believe on that. And if you ask me, I would say that probably is a country where we find ourselves that made us to believe as if that traditional wedding has no value or has nothing to even contribute to the society.
Okay.
I believe also that the major reason people insist on, let's say, going for court wedding, because to me personally, even if I tried to, some time ago I posted on my Facebook that if one day I did not do anything like white wedding, people should not comment. But if you ever see me that day, if I must do it, whatever action I took up that day, just take it that I take up that day, just know that that is how the Lord made it. That's my decision. It wasn't a mistake. So the reason was because I'm a Christian, but I
Okay.
must tell you the truth. I don't like Christian marriage. That because let's say, in fact, it's trying to make people forget where we come from. The white people that are doing it is their tradition. They are doing it. But now we copied it. Instead of copying it and maybe keep it as a substitute, we copied it and we are now taking it as the major one.
A priority.
That some people can even tell you that no need of doing traditional marriage. They just go. In fact, if you see somebody that is married, if you didn't see the person's wedding picture, where probably the lady will be wearing that white, and the man will be wearing suit. If you didn't see such picture, you assume and presume that they did not get married.
Okay.
That if you see a man,
Why do you think that tradition is more appropriate to you? Why do you think so?
one is our culture, and
Okay.
there is no nation that, or there is no geographical area that survives without culture. One is our culture, so we don't need to remove it for any reason. We don't need. If only we know that it is our culture, that's number one major thing. That on no account should we remove it. Then, secondly, if you ask me, I will say that the major reason we Nigerians, to be precise, also took that white wedding as a major thing is because of, okay, let's say we have so many religions in our country that you can come up now and tell somebody that you just got wedding. Joke, you ask you, where did you wed? He say, in my village. They will assume that nobody knows about it. I think that's why they put that court wedding. But if only Nigeria could, let's say, if had it been Nigeria, the country that practices one religion, I don't think there will be that court wedding itself will even be regarded to an extent that if I could remember when we did NYC, you went there, they will tell you, you want to do all this relocation or redeployment, what do they call it? They say you have to bring a marriage certificate. They now prefer that of
White wedding.
it's called this coming to they now prefer that of white wedding to that of our own tradition, which is no good. Seriously, sometimes I used to feel bad over it.
Okay. Go ahead, my dear. Go ahead.
So sometimes I used to feel bad over it because personally, I'm an Igbo man. I would prefer you seeing me on my Igbo attire on my traditional wedding. That day, I see me displaying my culture, knowing fully well that this woman that I'm taking her with the authority given to me by the family, the parents who are the gods that we are seeing. But now people will prefer that unless a man of God blesses that person, until that is when it becomes a marriage. So now the thing in fact, sometimes I have spoken so many things about that. I have talked to people about that many times, but people were like, if it is not white wedding, it doesn't concern us. To me, I don't like it. So that's my own take on that aspect. Hello? Hello? I don't know if you can hear me. Hello?
Okay, sir.
Hello, am I still on air?
Please, sir.
Okay.
Okay, I will. So, in fact, I thank God you are calling live because I have to start another program. I'm also live right now, sir. They are hearing you. Guys, you can see this is our chief.
Yes.
So
Yes.
he's just telling me to tell my fans to be please accept his apologies, and we're going to be, sir. When are we going to have you, sir?
Definitely on Saturday, please. I am so sorry.
Okay.
It's just one of those things. I'm on the road right now, moving around.
Okay, I know.
It's very, very difficult. So please forgive me. But Saturday for sure, I'm all yours. Okay.
It's okay, sir. Thank you so much. By 7 p.m.
All right, my brother. Anytime. Agree with Sulu.
Okay.
That's fine by me. But 7 seems to be okay. Fine. That's all right.
Okay.
For sure.
It's okay, sir. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir. Bye.
Bless you.
Bless you. Okay, guys. This is Femi Fanikayade. He just called me for apologizing for it because he would have been with me in this program today. Not this particular topic, an interview, but unfortunately, a lot of things took him off. So he was calling from a particular place. He went for the was apologizing, and that's a very high level of humility, if you ask me. And he promised you guys heard him on Saturday. He's going to be with us live and direct in this program by 7 p.m. unfailingly by the special grace of God. Emmanuel, thank you very much for that wonderful contribution you have just made. It's unfortunate that many people have not been able to join us in this program, and I want to play with you. The connection is there. I just dropped it the way I dropped it for Emmanuel, and he did it wise to join us. So if you're still interested to join in this great topic, traditional white wedding, and you are very much free. The link has been distributed. I made it to be liberal to everybody who wants to join. You are very much free. Of different posts, different corner, wherever you want to join the live show, you are very much free. So at this juncture, the man joining from Senegal is having some difficulties with network, and I still want to believe that he might definitely going to make it later on. So that is the priest from Senegal who is joining us. So I also want money people. This guy is speaking from the traditional perspective. At the end of the whole thing, I will not make my own dropping. He made a point. He said, why we prefer tradition that is our culture, and our culture should not be jettisoned for any other thing. Emmanuel, did I make point? Is that what you said?
Yes, that's what I said.
Thank you, and God bless you. Yes? Okay. As we still wait for people to comment and join us in this wonderful program, the link is liberally shared. It's for everybody. Drop your comment. Tell us what is your own view. If you cannot join, your comment is dropped about this particular topic. We will convey it to the public and make it public by the special grace of God. So whosoever that is still interested, why not make it available? Some people are still itching and sending me messages to want to join, and permit me to still bring them in. Permit me to still bring them in. I don't want anybody to feel that we are restricting him to make his point, make his view known. It is the time now for you to make your view known to all and sundry. Okay, let me, only this guy that is itching to come in, let me please share the link to him. Look at the link here to join. Look at the link here. Okay, you don't have time, sorry. Okay. Look at the link here. So those of you who want to join still. Then I want to ask you a question, man, based on what you just submitted. You said that during NYC, they were asking for a certificate. So what evidence can you present? Because they are looking for evidence. You won't blame them. What evidence, this tradition of ours, what evidence should show that this guy has wedded tradition do we have? How do we, in fact, have you wedded? Yes, I wedded. What's the evidence? How can we present the evidence? In white wedding, you have the ring as one of the evidences. Some people use some other things. In white wedding, you have the picture you took to present as evidence. In white wedding, you also have the people who witnessed the occasion there as your evidence. And finally, you have a certificate. The same thing applicable to court wedding. In tradition, what are the evidences that can substantiate the claim that you wedded this lady or this guy?
These are the reasons we should make it priority, because if we make it as our own culture, if we truly value it, we will make all those things available. From what you just said, what I think that is missing there is only the certificate. Because I know that in traditional wedding, definitely too many people will be there to witness it. Your attire alone. It's not these days that people are too many, everybody is now wearing senator or what. If truly that we value it as our culture, I think I could remember those days when if my mom tells me, let's go to all this wedding. If you see their pictures alone, the picture will tell you, yes, these people are, they just did their traditional wedding, because their dressing alone will tell you. So if truly that the picture can be presented as an evidence of those white wedding, I believe also that if we value our culture, our pictures alone as well can equally be presented
Okay.
on any place. And again, to me, if you ask me, I will tell you that of certificate. I believe that I could remember when we were doing, what were we doing that time? They say we should go to our Eze of our the ruler of our kingdom, everything, that we should get we must get a written note or something from him to indicate that we are truly from this village or from this kingdom or from this anything.
Okay.
So if truly we value our traditional wedding, I think that of Eze should also be there to sign, and his signature is supposed to be the highest. Do you understand?
Yeah.
That we should also have a wedding, a traditional wedding certificate that once they say you are wedded, you have just wedded now, the Eze of your kindred or your kingdom or anything will sign on it with a signature and stamp. I don't think there's any. Do you remember that someone can fake even the marriage certificate? Because I remember during those days in NYC, so many were fake. Yes. So the same way, so we can use that certificate alone as an evidence, because
Somebody can also
somebody
fake
can
a
fake.
tradition. The issue of fake is let's
So
not, anything can be fake this time around.
so we don't supposed to use those things as an evidence. We
Okay.
don't even, you talk about ring. Ring is nothing. Ring is nothing. I remember at a time in my life I was wearing ring. If you ask me, I say I'm married, when I have never even had anything like that in mind.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I don't think that ring also, all those things. What we just need is to value this thing. Those things that you need to bring together to prove it, I don't think they are really necessary, because you can get them elsewhere.
Okay. You've just made a point. The problem there is lack of value for our tradition,
That is lack
lack
of
of
value.
value for our heritage and what we stands for. Lack of value. Thank you, my wonderful brother. Then one more question for you before, if anybody, the other guy is two guys that is seriously having issue with the network, to their internet to join us. One more question before I let you go, because I'm going to be rounding up this program. I don't have much time. I have other engagement.
Okay.
In now you are abroad, is that correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Do you think that those abroad will recognize your traditional wedding? Do you think they're gonna recognize it? Like, for instance, they say present your marital documents if you're married. You want to fight for you bring your fiancé. You want to fight for whatever. Do you think those people will recognize you? Or you want to travel to pilgrimage? What all those things? Do you think you're gonna be recognized traditionally?
Everything you value in life is what you present to people outside. Do you understand?
Everything you value is what to present to the people. Thank you. Go
Yes.
ahead.
When you value your tradition, okay, think about it. Did you know if only you can present your marriage certificate as a Christian and it's being accepted, what made you think they will not accept that of tradition? Right here, I'm in Indonesia. If you get married here, definitely you are going to go through there are some things you go through. It is not really, it must not be through that court of a thing. Kind of their traditional ways. There are some things they will go through. After that, they will issue you a certificate. Do you understand?
Yeah.
That certificate is supreme to even the government or to everywhere you present it. This is genuine. Indonesia has different time zones. Anywhere you go, that one you present here, which is also part of your culture here, present it in any part of the country, it will be accepted. So if we value it, and you go to, let's say, let's say our driver's license now, and
Mhm.
our what's it called? Driver's license, and what was that one they usually do anytime you want to do anything in the bank? Driver
Uh,
license
Passports or ID card.
national ID card. Yes,
National ID card.
these two things we value them. So if you travel to any country now and they ask you, let us see your ID card. Yes, you are it's only the immigration that will be so much interested to ask you, okay, we want to see your passport because your passport will tell us if you are legal in this country or not. But if somebody wants to know you, whom you are, if you present those passport, those ID card, they will accept it. They will know, yes, this person is authentic. Do you
Okay.
understand?
Thank you.
Because we value it, we value it. So because we value it also, anywhere we present it, them too we value it. But if we did not value it, nobody will value it for us.
If we did not value it, nobody will value it for us. Thank you, my brother Emmanuel. That's a very wonderful contribution from your own side. If we don't value it, nobody is going to value it for us. That is your point. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
I think you have really extensively spoken on this particular topic, and unfortunately, those people are still having internet issue to join us. Many people indicated interest, but you can see it's only
You
you
know,
that make it.
and the, and another thing I want to say is that,
Okay.
from that your contribution, everybody is saying, traditional, now everybody knows tradition, everybody knows tradition. But when it comes to, as you said, Mboru no Mume, everybody, you start seeing it. See, like me, I'm still single. I will get married soon. But I'm telling people that even on my wedding day, I will prefer my traditional wedding to white wedding. I will call a priest to come to my father's house and bless my marriage. If that priest say that it is not against the rule, I waive it out. I'm a Christian, I'm a Catholic. In a Catholic canon, it is allowed that a priest can come to your house and bless your wedding. It must not really be that you must go to the house, because the house is not where you are wedding. It's not the house, it's not the church you're going that is wedding you. It is not the priest there that makes the wedding genuine. What makes it genuine is that blessing. And as a Catholic, I also know that even a Catholic, if a priest can delegate a catechist to go and bless this wedding, and definitely it will still be a genuine wedding. But for the fact that we now believe generally that if a wedding is not done in the church, if you didn't wear suit, if you didn't wear, the one that got me so upset sometimes is that they will tell you that if somebody is pregnant, the person should wear white that is not pure white. But if he's not pregnant, why all those things? As trying to judge ourselves over things we don't supposed to. All those things
Mm,
there, we are, in fact, I don't know what if I should call it. Is it a ethnocentrism or egocentrism or what is it called? Trying to value other people's culture more than our own. All those things they are really not good. I
mm.
don't even buy the idea. It's not really good. All of us will be shouting, yes, it's tradition, yes, it's tradition. But when it comes to that, to show it off, they will tell you no. If I no do this one now, no be wedding I do. Who said so?
Okay. Thank
I
you
will,
very
I
much.
will
I
just
think
wish I will wish our traditional rulers will help us and make it supreme, because they are the ones that will do it. Once they do it, definitely we will queue in.
okay. God bless you. You freely spoke extensively on this particular topic. I really appreciate your much contribution. Okay, let's have you, sir. Um, you finally made your way to the program, and we're not going to take much time. We have about 15 minutes to go. So, hour of receiving. Can we hear your own contribution to this program immediately? Because I know network has not really helped you. Yes, yes, sir. Go ahead. Hour of receiving power. You have the stage now. Can we hear you? Are you still having network issues? Can we hear you? Can we hear you contribute? I say, look at the question, look at the topic we're discussing. What do you think is more important to these particular three things? Can we hear you, sir? It seems you're not hearing me. Your internet is really destructive.
I'm still having issue. Well,
Emma, can you hear him?
It's fluctuating. It's not really straight.
You're not on. Oh my God! I really feel for this program that is making you frustrating you. This internet that is frustrating you, brother. We are not hearing you, but you can hear me. You can hear us. Did he hear Emma? But he can hear you.
I can't hear. The thing is, the internet is affecting it.
You need to change your position. I'm sorry, I gotta remove you. Change your position, sir. No. You are not on at all. What is happening, man of God? Talk again. Let's see if it's gonna work this time around. No. Unfortunately, it's not working. Okay. I think I need to make my point now so that we can move on. I need to make my point so that we move on with the program. Can you check your internet background? Where you are is not really connecting. I mean, our receiving power, your internet. But I want to make my point because I don't have time. I think, Emmanuel, I totally agree with you on what you said about our value system, our value. You know, if you don't value anything, you can't have it. And what you don't value may elude you. It is when you lose what you value, you will remember it. You will know what it's until you lose something. You will not know the value of it until when you lose it. So at the point of losing, you remember. You will also know that you have lost something. So I want to really encourage us that the problem we have is that we have less value for what it belongs to us. You know, sometimes people keep talking. This one is a borrowed religion. This one is a borrowed. This is borrow. But the same people, you will see them. There are a lot of borrow things around them. If you tell me that it's only Christianity they don't want to follow, they say it's a borrowed one. They say it came from social place. But in real life of things, there are a lot of borrowed things around them. I saw a woman who was complaining that we must follow our culture to any standard. That we a lot of borrowing is getting too much. The same person, the eyelashes in her eye is borrowed. It's not her own eyelashes. The same person is putting borrowed hair. The same person is putting a borrowed color of her lips. And she's the one, Igbo culture must be followed. We must give our Igbo culture. Yeah, I don't know what is nonsense. Enough of this, Oyibo. You are using lipstick that is made for you to change the color. What kind of life is that? Because it's only in religion they know that this is a borrowed one. But in other things, it's not a borrowed. Your eyelash is not borrowed. It's not. Is it your culture? Maintain your culture. Just like for me, anybody who say he believes in tradition that is on Facebook is fake. How and what do I mean? Facebook should not be part of the culture. Don't go to Facebook to tell us about culture. If you want to announce anything, get Ankara, go. Don't go to Facebook. Don't go to radio. They are borrowed. Don't use it. If you believe in tradition, go to the tradition route. Somebody will be playing as an original Germany. I name a tradition on Facebook. That is my own. I want an original Germany. I get a tradition on Facebook. Yes. But traditional somebody Germany.
But in while we are growing up, they taught us that time when we what are the characteristics ihe ndị eji mara asị na ezigbo asụsụ ọbụla na-atụ ime na-amụ nwa ma Chinefu. That's to tell you that every language and every culture, yes, it's not that you only be doing that thing that you are born with. No, you can be doing, you can be improving, but you'll be adding some things in it, but things that will not affect it so negatively. That is from my own perspective. You can't
Okay.
tell us now, okay, now this is 21st century, the world is evolving. We can't continue to trek, or we cannot. Now I'm in Indonesia, I cannot use leg and come here, and
But that
I
means
will not say, I
things
will
need
not
to be
say because
balanced.
of.
I'm talking about balance. People don't balance issue. So it's just like what I said about traditional. See, tradition is important, is the most important one, followed by any other one, cut or white. As far as I'm concerned, tradition is the most important one, followed by either white or cut. It depends on what you have value for and what you need them for. There's some people who need the particular traveling something. Cut, some places cut are more valued. You want to bring your spouse, cut is more valued. Cut is more valued. So, but the major thing for me, the only thing we need to put color, embellish our tradition. Embellishment that I mean that is, let there be a certificate that will portray you have wedded traditionally. If you think, because you talk of picture, somebody might tell you certificate is still Oyibo paper. Yes, the picture you talked about is also Oyibo paper. So get a certificate, traditional certificate. If people, I went to destroy a shrine, some people will be angry with me this one, but I don't care. That was the truth of the truth of the matter. I went to destroy a shrine in a village called Uzoba, in River State. I have to mention the name so that people will not say, people talk a lot of this. Is the man belongs to a very powerful, big shrine. He's a chief officer of Owumri, and the chief shrine, chief Guinea priest of Guinea, another shrine. He has two different ones, and they have two different rooms. This room is for women, the other room is for the other one. Oh boy, if you enter that place, only the presence of this you see there, fear will catch you. So I was surprised to go there. I saw certificate. This is to satisfy that this man has been given a certificate to operate as the chief priest of Owumiri. It is documentation. And he has it there with him that this man is the chief priest of Soso Owumiri, Bayelsa and River State branch. I'm saying, quoting what I saw in the certificate. This man is the chief, the high chief, whatever the name, which I'm not going to mention publicly, have been chosen to be the chief priest of Owumiri Association, both Bayelsa and Rivers join. I saw the certificate there. So if we can develop such certificate in such manner, what stops us from having a certificate for our traditional wedding? Why? Man of God, can we hear you now? Can we hear your voice? Say hi. Our receiving power, can we hear you? You can't still hear. We can't still hear you, sir.
The internet that side is a little bit.
Very, very, very poor. He's having a very poor internet over there in Senegal. Senegal is having a very poor network. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry that he can't make it to this program. I'm riding up. Are you with me? Can we hear you? Oh, the same problem. We can hear you. So what I'm trying to say, so when we got there to go for the destruction of that shrine, I was shocked to see that. So if they can give the certificate for being a chief priest of a shrine, what stops them from having a certificate for our traditional wedding?
That is exactly the same thing I said, that for us to get this, it will start from.
Am I saying what?
That's why I said for us to do this, it must surely come from our traditional rulers. If they can bring themselves together and then give us what we want. See, I mean, from my village, from my town, we have 6 villages. That's 6 villages. Anytime those 6 villages, the head of the Igezes or any of them, anytime they come together and bring out any good, let's say a law or anything for people to follow, that thing we usually value it so much. So I believe if the same way they go Igwe Council of Meeting or Council of Elders, I don't really know what they call it, the same way they go for those meetings, if they can bring their heads together and give us something tangible, believe me, even the problem it will solve is not one, is not two, because it will even bring us together. First of all, make us to know where we come from, because the only thing that the greatest problem we have in this our country is that we don't know where we come from. So we are just gambling anyhow. Any day anybody knows where he or she comes from, the solution of his problem have started.
Okay. Thank you, my brother. Any day somebody realizes where he or she comes from, the solution of his problem has started. That is manner.
Yes.
At this juncture, we want to bring it to a close. As I told you guys, unfortunately, I have a lot to say on this issue, and I'm going to have this program for the part 2 of it. Yeah, it's very important. I declare this because a lot of people indicated interest, but fortunately, a lot of things held them bound not to be part of this thing. When I made that post, I had up to not less than 100 and something comments. The truth remains that I value.
I suggest.
Yeah, what?
I suggest next time you check the time you will fix it, because I know that right here now is 2 a.m. and over there now should be 7 p.m. 7 p.m. over
people must
there.
have come back from work. That's why I put it.
No.
In the next 1 hour, I'll be going to work.
Yes, most people that you say that are coming back from work, nobody in Lagos will don't come back from work now. Lagos that I know, nobody in Lagos will tell you now that he's back from work now, because
So
even the hold up
time do you
alone,
think
they
is
will
appropriate?
the hold up will still keep them. I will prefer, is it there will be no light at night. Night would have been the best.
And that time is
Let's
my
say
afternoon here.
8
That
o'clock.
night is my afternoon here when I'm working. I'm at work.
Okay.
California here now is 11
It's
o'clock.
because of this work that I'm awake. I'm supposed to be sleeping by now, but I put on my alarm so that I will make sure that, because I will make sure that I join this thing. But it's okay.
I'm
Anytime.
happy
Let's
you
see.
joined. We're going to have it again. I'm happy you joined.
Yeah.
We're going to have it again. The second part, maybe
Yeah.
after my interview with Femi next week.
Yeah.
I'm going to advertise it again. Let's have more people.
Try another time. Try another time. Just think about either before or after the time you fix it. Let's see how it's going to be.
The only problem there I have with me, I can't do it when I'm working. That's just the truth. I can't because of this topic. I miss my work.
Maybe an hour before, or
if it's hour before after, that one I don't have problem. An hour before after, I don't have problem.
Don't
have problem. But if it's just maybe different time area, it might be a little bit difficult for me. It's okay.
Sure.
Thank you. God bless you, my brother Emmanuel. As I was saying earlier, for those of you who were with me, we need to prioritize what we have. We need to value what we have. If you think that tradition is okay, why not have a certificate for tradition? In somebody will be conferred with the eldership, chieftaincy, pastor, whatever. They all go with certificate. What is stopping us from having a certificate for traditional wedding? That is my question. So if anybody say I'm going for the white wedding, I'm going for court wedding, because they are documented. Let us document. Let's document our traditional wedding certificate. It will give it more value. It will enhance the acceptability. Then I'm not throwing away the white wedding. I won't say, because some people say you are a priest, you're talking about you have wedding people. Yes, I have been wedding people. Without that tradition, I will not wed you. As far as I'm concerned, we ask you, who give this child? The person that have already accepted something, received dowry on behalf of the family, represent the family, or somebody that the family friended, to tell the world, we have accepted every offer. That shows the tradition have taken place. Let's have to document our tradition with the picture of the tradition and with the certificate, and any other evidence that we think is more appropriate should be issued to the family. So if they don't want to go for the white wedding, because white wedding is not our culture, it's a borrowed culture, and our borrowed something should not supersede our own tradition. That is me. Somebody will be surprised I'm saying this as a Christian, as a priest. Yes, let's tell ourselves the truth. It's a borrowed culture. It's not our own. It came and it has to go. And that is the truth of the matter. So thank you, my wonderful. I'm going to make a very short video advertising this and also telling people about it, and people will be able to be with us and have it again. This thing must be continue to be discussed until things are done. So we call on our elders, traditionally the governors, give us a certificate for traditional wedding, so that I wouldn't lose our value system. Thank you, and God bless you. I'm sorry for all those who couldn't join the link. Some say they have camera issues, so the internet could not allow them. Some of them made a lot of things, but unfortunately, they would have watched and drop comments. So, but on all the same, those of you who made effort, I was appreciating my brother Emmanuel for joining us all the way from Indonesia and made wonderful contribution to this program. I really appreciate you, my brother. Thank you, and God bless you. At this juncture, permit me to still go with the song of our brother, whom we used to usher us in the person of Paul Wokocha. We use his song to bring us to get to this song. So I still want to use that song to tell us goodbye for today's program. But by the grace of God, as I said earlier, when we start again, we'll be having the program and make sure that we have more people to say their mind. At the end, we plead with our leaders. We need a certificate for traditional wedding. Thank you, and God bless you. And thank you, Paul Wokocha, for that song, Oludi na Nwunye Amaka. God bless you.
It is said that man shall not be alone. When you talk on a wine, you're going to get another Oye,